Well, good Monday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster coming back here once again. I'm here to give you guys your evening forecast video before your 7-day forecast comes out, probably around that 7:45-ish time frame for tonight here, okay? So, biggest thing across the board, we've got a lot to talk about here and a lot of exciting things to talk about. First and foremost, if you have not checked it out already, we have our fall outlook out on YouTube. I'm gonna post a link under the comments under this video if you want to check that out. Our winter outlook for 2023 is going to be released for our Patreon supporters on October 18th and also for the public on November 1st. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's going to be a very interesting winter for us here in Arkansas. So be sure to go check that out. Consider becoming a Patreon supporter. For those that have already become a Patreon supporter, we really do appreciate you guys for doing that. You get a lot of exclusive stuff on our Patreon side, including classes, chase videos, and also seasonal outlooks here. So if you guys want to check that out, that's awesome. But like I mentioned before, we do have our fall outlook out that came out yesterday if you want to check that out here. So speaking of fall, it has not felt fall-like at all here in Arkansas. It's like summer. It's like we're in an argument with summer, and it just continues to turn around and say more things and more things and more things. So that's just how it's felt over probably the last month or so. Temperatures, especially this weekend, we broke a record here in Little Rock. The previous record was 94, well, it wasn't 94. It was 95 degrees on Sunday, so that record got shattered. Pine Bluff came in at 97 degrees, which is very warm for this time of the year. So we're hoping to put an end to these summer-like temperatures as we get towards late this week here. And speaking of temperatures, Little Rock's still at 90 degrees right now, 90 in Pine Bluff, 90 in Russellville, 88 in Fort Smith, 77 degrees in Mena at this time, 88 in Hot Springs, 82 in Camden, 84 in El Dorado, and in Texarkana, and over towards Monticello, 88 in Jonesboro, and 86 degrees in Batesville. So like I mentioned before, we're going to be trying to put an end to these summer-like temperatures as we get towards later this week and into the weekend here. So let's talk about your highlights. Since we don't have anything on the radar at this time, you have two fall fronts that are going to come in this week. You have one that's going to come in the middle part of the week, which is going to result in rain chances, by the way. And also, you're going to have a secondary front, a more stronger, potent front that's going to come in as we get towards Friday night into Saturday. And you guys, especially in North Arkansas, I think Sunday morning, I wouldn't be shocked if you saw some upper 30s up there, especially in the higher elevations, and widespread 40s across the state here. That's the kind of colder air that I'm talking about here, guys. So definitely a welcome sight. I've got an awesome graphic about bonfires that are going to be coming up as we get towards the middle part of this week here. So speaking of fires here, let's talk about the burn bans. The burn bans, wildfire risk still continues to be a problem for us here in Arkansas because we do need the cooler temperatures, but we need the rainfall badly. And we have burn bans, and I will be honest with you guys, there are some counties that I'm kind of questioning that are not in a burn ban that should be in a burn ban, especially here in Pulaski County. So even though you're not in a burn ban, use extreme caution, guys, especially if you're planning on doing any bonfires or anything like that outdoors. We got a few counties across central Arkansas that are in burn ban, and as far as southeastern Arkansas as well. Like I mentioned before, as dry and as warm as been. I'm really surprised we don't have a lot more counties that are under the burn bans at this point. Regardless of the burn bans, we do have the wildfire risk, especially across eastern, central, and down into southern Arkansas here. Moderate wildfire danger across the area. Even though you're not in a burn ban, use extreme caution if you're planning on doing any bonfires or anything like that, folks. Okay, so let's talk about tonight. The biggest thing I will say, though, is as ridiculously hot it's been over the last couple of afternoons, the mornings before have been absolutely beautiful, guys. It has been wonderful over the last couple of mornings here, and that's going to continue as we get towards the night here with temperatures in the low to mid 60s. You may sneak a 70-degree reading here and there, probably near the metro or even down in far southeastern Arkansas, but with the low humidity, it's going to feel absolutely amazing outside as we get towards your Tuesday morning here. Now, let's talk about rain chances here, guys, and rainfall totals here. And we're going to take a look at this is the WPC's official rainfall total over the next 7 days here, guys. And you can see where the heavily favored areas to see rainfall over the next 7 days. And that's going to be for our folks over here in western Arkansas, southwestern Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, and northeastern Texas. That's where you're going to see rainfall totals approaching 4 inches of rainfall. Boy, we need that so bad here in Arkansas. You're going to see rainfall totals over here approaching 4 inches of rain over here in eastern Oklahoma and down in northeastern Texas. I'm trying my hardest to get this pushed a little bit further to the east because we need it badly, especially in central, down into southern Arkansas, and then into eastern Arkansas. But unfortunately, it does appear that rainfall totals are going to drop off significantly the further east you go across the area here, because this is just going to be one front that's going to bring the rainfall chances. The secondary front, unfortunately, it's not going to bring a lot of rainfall here in Arkansas as we get towards that Friday and the Saturday time frame. So speaking of that, let's take a look at temperatures here. And this is the first front that's going to come through. This is a European model, by the way. And let's see if I can get this to kind of show you guys southern Arkansas. So this is going into Wednesday. Let's see, one more thing I need to do. I need to make this 3 hours instead of 1 hour. So give me 1 second. There we go. So this is going into Wednesday. This is Wednesday about 7 p.m. And I wouldn't be shocked, especially if we have a lot of rainfall and cloud cover, that some areas, especially across the higher elevations in northern Arkansas, may struggle to get out of the 60s. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think they're going to have the air mass in place to keep temperatures down into the 60s all day. I'm thinking low to mid 70s will probably be your best call across the area, because granted, we're still in early October. We're not in like November or December yet. We're still in early October, so it is going to be a little bit warmer, but we'll see. So let's take this out. This is on Thursday. Look at the temperatures on Thursday, man. 70s, some low 80s across the area. Much drier air coming into the state. You can see where the 80s and 90s are being suppressed now. So we're finally putting it in to those 80s and those ridiculous 90s, guys. And let's take this out all the way. This is Thursday afternoon. This is about 4 p.m. Upper 70s, low 80s. So that first front is not going to bring a significant, the temperature's been in the 90s, so it's about a 15 to 20 degree drop. So it is bringing a little bit of a potent drop in temperatures, but the next front after that is going to be the one that's really going to bring in those fall-like temperatures here in Arkansas. So let's take this out. This is Friday morning, 7 a.m. Some upper 50s could be possible in higher elevations in northern Arkansas. Mid to upper 60s across the area here, but your frontal boundary is going to come in as we get towards Friday afternoon, and take a look at the difference. I mean, the difference is as clear as day. Temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s across the state. Take a look in Missouri and in Kansas. Temperatures in the upper 50s for highs, guys. That is beautiful, beautiful fall-like air coming in. And you can see by the time we get towards Saturday morning, like I mentioned before, you may need some hoodies across the area if you have any outdoor plans Saturday morning here, with temperatures in the 40s across the area, some low 50s across the state. And look how we get into Saturday afternoon. Temperatures, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, especially in higher elevations, may not get out of the 50s for highs on Saturday, with widespread 60s across the area here. So this is very, 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 very beautiful weather coming in as we get towards your Saturday. And then this is on Sunday, and I do believe the Euro may be a little bit warm here. I'm going to show you the Canadian model here just a little bit. I think temperatures are probably going to be in the 40s widespread across the state. There could be some temperatures that may end up being in the upper 30s, especially across the higher elevations of northern Arkansas. And then look on Sunday. Once again, guys, temperatures in the 60s. Very beautiful conditions here. So if you have any outdoor plans on Saturday or Sunday, you're going to really enjoy it across the state here. So let's take a look at the Canadian model here. I know Weatherbell's been having some issues. Looks like we're good on that now. So let's take this back. This is the Canadian model, and I think the Canadian model may have the best handle with this cooler shot, this stronger cooler shot that's coming in as we get towards this weekend. Temperatures in the 60s, some upper 50s possible, any higher elevations. And then look at here. This is Sunday morning. Temperatures in the 40s, and I can't rule this out because here's the problem. You have a very dry ground. You have a true Canadian air mass in place that's going to allow for all that radiation heating. The heating in the ground is going to rapidly lift up, and it's just there's not going to be any cloud cover or anything. So that's going to lead to temperatures rapidly cooling, especially after sunset, late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. I can't rule this out. I can't rule out some folks, especially in northern Arkansas, seeing upper 30s for potential lows as we get towards Sunday morning here. So we'll keep an eye on it. I think the best bet is going to be 40s across the area and some low 50s across southern Arkansas, but I can't rule out a 38, 39, especially in the higher elevations. You can see that's the Ozarks up here in northern Arkansas, northwestern Arkansas, the Ouachitas, and then in eastern Arkansas, northeastern Arkansas. I just can't rule that out as we get towards your day on Sunday here. Man, look at this. I can't get enough of this, guys. This temperatures in the 60s for highs as we get towards your day on Sunday here, and that is a drastic improvement from the 90s we had as the 90s we had over the past weekend here, guys. So we're going to continue to keep you guys updated. That's all I got for you guys this evening. We're going to have a bunch of graphics coming out this week regarding this cold front coming in as we get towards this upcoming weekend. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Hang in there just a little bit longer. It's going to be hot tomorrow and on Wednesday. Well, tomorrow. Wednesday's going to be a little cooler, but tomorrow's going to be pretty warm, and then we have that change as we get towards Wednesday. So we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here in your source for all things Arkansas weather.